So here's to hoping we have some good mains, because I want a nice clean race today.
Yeah, that is always the interesting thing. This is one of the very few things I do like about these races is that you can. It is common, not super common, but common to main switch if you like get into Kanto early, or get the squirt ball, as Nobet said, or the super rod. That can make a more compelling thing. It means you're not relying so much on the first 3 rounds.
I'll be honest, I'd rather rely on the first 3 rounds. The more I've played, the more and more I've disliked having early squirt bottle. And today we have Suffering, the Paradox, and, well, the dreaded Slugma.
So... Well, Tom has taken the Slugma to hope to evolve it.
Slugma, it's part of the swag cargo. He's taking it's swagma. A little bit disappointing, but he did get, I believe, a great ball out of it. So if you find something good on Route 29, absolutely you can catch it. Although you may have a hard time running away. And I did not see what the Dillibird has. But I know Geo specifically took the Dillibird not only because it's the fastest, but also because he loves surfing mad cargos. He also loves surfing slug buzz too.
So if you would like to know, it was a Mystic Aura.
Nothing important.
Not yeah. And the first 2 Pokemon on that route are
well, we've seen not great ones. We've seen Clefable, we've seen Butterfree, Poliwrath. I'm not liking anything on here. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna make that Poliwrath mistake that I did this weekend. Boy.
Yeah.
That was a mistake. Good work, just requires a lot more effort.
Poliwrath is that Pokemon that I wish was good.
It's not. One of the differences between Kid and Rando and normal single bingo is that you have to be a lot more picky about what your mains.
Oh yes, definitely.
Because you're going to be carrying it through much more of the game, and if things even like Artillery, which are good with bingos, are actually really bad at Kid and Rando. Granbull is another exception. Like, it's for another example where something is good in single bingos but poor.
Poliwrath is on both Route 30 and 21.
And we got Grass Twice on Route 30, although Geos is not very pleased with that. And then Tom was catching the Poliwrath.
The thing to...
He needed something, and then Shadow Ball Meganium, okay. Somewhat promising. Did he name himself Save? I don't know, we'll have to figure out. Although that's a Master Ball is a hidden item and a cross-shot Poliwrath. Actually, okay. It's not a workable moveset. And we got the blue card. Give it out to the blue card.
What is the blue card? The rail ray. The train.
Sorry, what?
What is the blue card? I'm trying to work out what the blue card is.
The card that Buena gives you for doing it to kind of get points for her mini game for the radio show quiz.
I thought it was the actual the card to swipe into.
Nope. It's completely useless unless you want to do a bunch of clock resets to get rare candies and vitamins. But generally, that's not what you want to see. But it looks like neither of our racers are very pleased with the choice of Pokemon they caught. So they're definitely going to be looking for into the new main.
Going back to the main story, is it better to have a Pokemon that's relatively fast? Because you said both Gramble and Octillery, which both have the weakness of being
Well,
relatively
you
slow.
want there's one of two things. You want to be able to hit fast and hard, or to be tanky and have good attack. Poliwrath is tanky, and Meganium is also tanky. But beyond that, neither of them they have decent speed, but not great speed. And they have good enough attack. The problem with Granbull is that it's got very good attack, but its speed is so poor, and it doesn't have enough bulk to cover it. The same is with Octillery. So something like Lapras is a lot more acceptable, and Porygon too, than Granbull.
Yeah. Going back to the roots here, this Ho-Oh is super good. If they can find that on an early route, they will.
Was it Ancient Power? I didn't see anything.
And Wing Attack.
Okay, you know, that's pretty good, you know, considering it's a physical main.
So that would be a really good Pokemon to look into.
And it looks like we're kind of disappointed with the snake. Although it's a jump-kicking snake, and you gotta be careful about that. And yes, Tom did name himself Save, and he got some leftovers. So I don't think he's gonna be going into the trash can today. And we have a Cheetar. So that could be workable, but it's very scary. Due to, you know, cross-chop. I think Tom is making work with Poliwrath. Although, both of our racers now have a Master Ball and a Level Ball. So any Pokemon they see that they like, they can absolutely catch, no problem.
Yeah, I'm a little bit behind that. I just saw him pick up the Level Ball, so I don't know what's going on there.
Well, I'll have to adjust myself then.
No, it's fine. It's some, I don't know. I feel like it's something on my end, but fine.
Well, I mean, there's naturally going to be some lag compared to me who's restreaming it. There should be about maybe 6 to 7 seconds at most lag.
Anyway, so yeah, I don't know if it looks like Tommy is going to just run the Poliwrath though, and that is interesting.
Everyone makes that Poliwrath mistake once. Although, I'm hoping he doesn't commit to that. He's selling his Pokeballs for money. And I didn't say the Level Ball. Interesting. You know, I guess he's kind of scrounging around for money, so it looks like he's committed. Geos is thoroughly not amused by his vein. And yes, Legendary Experience isn't exactly fun, but with something like Ho-Oh, you can make it work. Although, it's kind of a toss-up. With you have Legendary Pokemon, they can take a lot more hits than usually the non-Legendary counterparts. So, for example, you know, Charizard and Moltres can't really take the hits that Ho-Oh can. So even though Ho is going to be several levels lower, it should be able to take hits that the others couldn't.
Well, there's a Pikachu in Sprout, so...
Yeah. So it looks like Geos is going to Route 36. I like that move. Considering you didn't find anything impressive on the other routes, hopefully you're finding something new. And there's a Dragonite. Female one, so it's a true medic. But I think he's going to be accepting that. Especially since it has Stab Arrow Blast. Although, he runs away.
I think he wants
I'm not sure why he would do that, but perhaps he's looking for a male one now that he sees it has Arrow Blast. Yes. So the difference between females and males, if you're wondering, is that in this generation, gender is determined by the attack TV. So with a heavily attacked Pokemon like Dragonite, you kind of want the more attacks. And it's not very workable, but he can make do with it. Aeroblast Skull Bash, not the prettiest moveset.
If you want my opinion, I think
I'll be honest, the more I've been playing, you know, you want to save, you want to be able to perhaps you kind of want to be able to get a main. You want a male preferable, but I think the differences between male and female are very minimal. Although a lot of people will specifically look for males because of the higher attack.
What was it then?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a higher difference, but oh, that was a critical hit. But double critical hit, no problem for this Dragon Knight. Should be learning a move soonish, so it's very good. And Tom has climbed the tower, no problem. And so the reason why Geos fought that first trainer is because he didn't have enough money after selling Pokeballs to get an escape rope until just now. So that's why Tom sold the level ball.
I think Geo is going to keep his though, just in case he wants to like.
Oh no, they're absolutely both going to keep a Master Ball because you never know when you're going to need main switch.
Exactly.
They're hoping to main switch at this point, or at least Geos is hoping for a better moveset. Tom, I think, is just going to go, and it's interesting to see the difference between when someone accepts what they've got to versus, you know, just trying to look out a little bit more. And it's a gamble to try to figure out, you know, is it worth it? Is it not? And the first item is the red scale for Tom, or the other item is a red scale for Tom. So,
is that needed?
No. But you can turn it in for an experience share and sell it for 1,500 Poké-Dollars.
I don't think he's that.
Absolutely misfits. That's true. That he was looking for another main there. Oh no, paralyzed by the Pikachu. That is not good.
Try attack as well. That is. You always have to feel pain when you get anything from try attack because it's one of the lowest.
Oof. Fully paralyzed, and that's a double-edged Nidoqueen. And Tom's getting through that Charmander, no problem. So Dragon Knight should go to move, I think, level 8. And here's to hoping it's a good move. Because he's gonna need the new move. He's gonna need something.
You are correct, it is level 8.
And Tom is cross-chopping his way to victory at this point. Cross-chop Flame Wheel, no problem. Easy peasy. So Geos is making it through with paralysis. But, oh, he's got a full restore. Okay, good stuff. It always hurts to use a full restore so early on, but it's when you gotta make do, because trying to be paralyzed through that entire time is just not good at all. And that's a very dead Heracross.
Something interesting about the Poliwrath is it won't learn moves until 35, so he's practically stuck with that moveset.
Oh, I mean, you're gonna hope for TMs. But yes, it learns a move at 35, and it learns a move at 50. I learned that one running this weekend, so.
I was gonna say, he learned
Geos doesn't really have a move for that Steelix. He's got Clamp, but that's not great. And the first badge is Fog. That's always good to see. And a Magnitude TM. That is very good for Geos, because he's probably gonna teach it to his Dragonite, considering how much it's struggling with Steel types. And Rock types.
Yeah.
Clamp doesn't quite do the same. I mean, part of it is that he chose a Pokemon with very little, PP, so yeah, it's just generally not so good. But that's kind of the risk. So if I'm using the Max Repel, getting it out nice and over with, cleaning out the inventory a bit. Gets a nice soda pop to save himself a healing item. Although he's going for the hidden items, he still wants. He realizes he's cash strapped. So, a lot of these times when you're playing key item randos, you're not so worried about money, except for the beginning. Oh, in this case, I didn't need the money. So, getting the hidden items that are just right there is no problem. And that's a firestone, so that's a couple. It's a couple thousand. And oof, Geo takes a rough match. And
that Lickitung is an evil man.
I didn't see what it had. Did it have an ice
Rock
move?
slide. It has rock slide.
Oof. Ouch.
I can tell you now, Lickitung is strong when you give it sword stats.
Miss on the Aeroblast. Yeah, that Geos can't afford a miss on the Aeroblast today.
So apparently the old rod was actually the... Is that the clear bell?
Yes, that is. That's correct. It was the clear bell. So if they really, really want the Suicune, they can fight the elders, the sages for it. It's probably not advisable, but you never know.
So there's... I'm trying to figure out where bike could be.
Well, the bike has got to be at least, but it's got to be either cut or in Goldenrod. And we've got right now 4 choices.
So there's 4 choices. Okay. I can
wow, that rock sliding Lickitung is really beating up Geos. Goodness gracious. But luckily he's through it. And
Lickitung is evil sometimes.
there's only the Persian left over, so no problem. Just 1 Aeroblast, quickly split. He's gonna heal at the center and we'll be good to go. Unfortunately, he's gonna find out that it's only a red scale. Not quite worth the effort, but you have to try.
Like, it is more likely that there's a chance for this to be the bike, so it was worth the time climbing up.
Well, you need the experience anyways, so... And it's a possibility for a bike, so you can't really afford to take that gamble. I mean, you could, but it's not advisable.
Yeah, the first time someone will take that gamble, you know it'll be the bike up there.
Or a needed item. It's one of the two, usually. And...
Wow, what a
Tom's Polyrath got confused now, I didn't see, but...
Dynamic punch. Man, this Wobbuffet is like a fighting machine with karate chop.
Yeah. And he's teaching magnitude because he realizes it's just better than double slap.
Ouch! Kabutop's having
Blizzard Kabutops.
With wisdom! Oh!
Yeah, that's... Light screen, huh? Setting up the light screen, good move from Geos. Realizing he's gonna need some help to get through that Kabutops. Double kick. Alright, you know, that works out. And Tom's magnitude rolling low, but luckily he gets a crit to finish off that right too. And it's good that he taught magnitude because it looks like there's all ground types here.
You mean things weak to ground?
Sorry, electric. Yes, electric types.
And that magnitude 10 should take out Electro.
Like
Geo is going back to...
Yeah, Geo's is trying to get that Dragonite to work, and it's really not cooperating right now. He'll be relieved to see the magnitude TM on Faulkner. But hopefully there's better TMs. I don't think Tom checked the TM in Union, so I'm pretty sure Geo's will. Unless he's super far behind.
I don't think Geos will think that it's only 20 minutes in, and...
Garth, I mean, you gotta support the Grassways. Wow! That's an ice punch! That's an ice punch shoulder. This is really not being kind to Geos. Oof. I mean...
the bigger problem is...
This is some major issues here.
Yeah. The thing that's more interesting is 2 of his main lead are weak to ice. Dragonite being weak to ice. Yeah. The Meganium still being weak to ice.
And
so.
Rockslide Ultra is oh my gosh. Well,
Is...
Tom gets through for 14. Was that the Eevee? I didn't honestly see. But because I was so enraptured by Geos' fight. And it's hard to see someone struggling so mightily with these fights because it's not really a bad choice of mate. It's just the best thing he's got. And sometimes the best thing he got just isn't very good.
The thing that interests me is it's doing better. The Poliwrath is just doing better, and you wouldn't think that would be the case.
Well, the Poliwrath has a good moveset, and it doesn't have that many weaknesses. The problem with Dragonite is that it doesn't have the moveset. It's the Pokemon that's great, and usually you can force Pokemon that are great even if they have bad movesets. But also the problem is you realize is that it's got a very big liability in that ice type move. And there's really no remedying it because there's only one move that raises your special defense, and that's Amnesia. And there are no X items to help you either. So if you see an ice type move, you gotta just
thought of it like that.
And hope that it goes well.
Well, in theory, you could also set up Light Screen. Yeah, I see what you're saying. There is very little ways to increase your special defense. Yeah, so having a weak to a special attack is not ideal.
Yeah.
I love how Amnesia was one of the best moves in Gen 1 to one of the, meh moves from Generation 2 onwards.
Yeah, well, sometimes it happens. Although, here's to hoping that Geos is able to come back a little bit better. Although, I'm sure if he's given a chance to switch out his main, he would absolutely do it. And with regards to Medic being a trap, my personal experience is no, but everyone's experience is always different. And we got the plain badge from Bugsy, so it's good to see these badges around. So, the badges have been very kind to us, as we got 2 critical badges for progress.
Bugsy's? I didn't see so fast.
It's the plain... and then the TM I didn't see, but I don't think it was any good.
I was going to say, something interesting to note though is that we haven't got an item that progresses the story yet. Which does mean that there is a chance that these guys... That's a Blissey.
Yeah, Tom chose the correct rival.
Yeah,
He's got a nice juicy Blissey to give him that experience. Yum yum yum.
That is really good.
But Chad is right. There's some alternate, universes you could have, and perhaps just settling for a female one would have absolutely been rough for Geos. At the same time, you never know what the special is because gender doesn't affect your special moves, so you never know. Well, I'm thinking he was hoping for at least a different encounter, but alas, this is all kind of a what-if scenario. And yes, Garfield, you've been absolutely correct that Tom's been getting very good rolls with his magnitude.
And even if he doesn't, he seems to be critting as well. Because he got magnitude 5 twice, but he critted both times as well.
Well, let's just say he's got the crit hacks on. That's all. When you choose the Slugma, the Swagma, it brings you good luck. And we got the bike in the forest. Very well. That's always a good thing to see.
That's a good thing, yeah.
Now, the question is Tom going to be getting the headbutt TM? And that was a Spikes TM from Bugsy, so that's not very good. Although, Geos will be very much happy to see the headbutt TM.
I think Tom will get headbutt because it's a little bit better than Dizzy Punch, unless he thinks strength.
Oh no, absolutely. You've got more PP. The hard, even if I have even taught headbutt over tri-tech just because the PP is that important. Having 15 PP over 10 PP is worth a lot.
Yeah,
and although he skipped me this sweet scent TM, not. Oh my goodness, that Raichu just blizzarded him. He barely lived, but he did live, guys.
That Raichu, like.
Whew. And we got waterfall.
I think he'll get it, but maybe save it just in case. Oh yeah, no, that makes some sense. Garth says about him maybe saving it just in case he wants to main switch to a pass thing.
Guys, this is not a Snowbell being evil. It's just a normal.
Yeah, no, this isn't. This is just unlucky. This is not evil.
If anything, I mean, the normal. I mean, it's just unfortunate based on the moves he's seeing, but this is workable. Hopefully, the TMs in the bar will be worth it. And we got the squirt bottle from Buena. Oh. That's good to see.
That is good to see.
Although this Dragonite is really not cooperating. Just doesn't learn good moves.
That does mean though that.
Well, I mean, Miss, you have to understand that that's the rule of ROMs in general. That if you're weak to something, especially 4X weak to it, expect to see it a lot.
Yeah, it plays dumb and lets us be suckered in. What is this item that used to be the coin case? It is. Is that? Is that fly?
The coin case was indeed fly.
Oh wow, that's really good.
And he just got the squirt bottle, the item in the squirt bottle, which was Whirlpool. So, not so fun.
That's the only HM you don't need, correct?
Correct. Well, I mean, you don't need Flash either, but
oh, sorry.
Logically, it is required. It may be required.
Yeah, sorry, I forget Flash is a HM in this still. No, but you sometimes need it if you do vanilla. What's its face? Vanilla Leap 4, right? Garth says you don't need usually don't need
You
water,
don't really need fly. It's just very nice, good to have. You don't usually need waterfall, but it is potentially
needed. Now, I have a question to ask. Snow Bear. Do you think Tommy is going to think about maybe main switching to the Sudowoodo?
Probably not, unless it's really good. And that's a hype badge from Whitney. That's really good.
I love how it's been backwards. That means most likely Morty has Falcon's TM. This Dragonite is having a lot of trouble.
Geos is having a really rough time here. Although that double-edged Aerodactyl was not very fun either. Although, luckily, it deals with itself. As he gets through Bugsy, he gets the plain badge.
I'm a little bit shocked that Tom hasn't checked the TN yet. No?
I think he's mostly happy with his moves. I didn't see if he checked the TMs or not, I'll be
I don't think he did.
Well, we can always get a look at what the TMs are. If you're curious, I'm sure Geos is definitely gonna check it.
I was about to say, Geos is...
But
Geos
if he
is
doesn't
gonna
check
check
it, then I will absolutely let people know what the TMs were.
The thing is, I just thought that Tom would actually want to change a little bit of his moveset, that's all.
Well, the problem is, what are you looking for in a Polyrath? And
I don't know how much Polyrath is. Polyrath only has like 17 specials. I'm gonna.
I don't know. I just know that it's a struggle, and that's a Poliwag. That's not helping at all.
No,
Polyrath has 70 special and 85 attack. It's workable. And they get the coin. You get the coin case from the item finder house. Looks like Geos is finally getting through. Rival. He's been really slowed down right now, but hopefully it's gonna get better for him. We all want a close scratch.
Are you serious, Garth?
Yeah.
Polyrath?
Bear has 75 special attack. Polyrath has 70.
Yeah, nothing on Polyrath.
Pretty good. That's what makes Bear different than Rando and Donphan. The fact that it's got decent special attack and can actually take a hit or two from, well, special types. Or special type attacks.
I have watched one other race, and in that race, I think it was Paradox said it. You don't want a mixed attacker in this race because you want to use X items. Am I correct on that?
I mean, I think it depends. I think it really depends. But yes, splitting your X items is horrible. But I actually am okay with mixed attackers. It really depends on the Pokemon.
I just wanted to ask, just in case some other people are.
I think it's preferable to have maybe 3 of one type and 1 of the last type, just to cover things like Blissey's or things like Cloisters, where, you know, they wall one type or another. But I think I can generally agree with the sentiment that mixed attackers are not great.
No, I'm not saying that.
It all depends on the Pokemon stats.
Okay. Did Geo go and get head buff?
He did. He absolutely did. There's no way he's letting that go. And I think he might be beelining it to the Goldenrod Mart to get something good. Please. Please let there be something good in
there is some good news. He will, if he wants, and he doesn't like Aeroblast, he can use Fly.
Well, Fly is not preferable, but absolutely.
Yeah, but he has been having very bad luck.
Yeah.
With hitting.
So sharply increases the defense. So, we don't have a good team. So sharply increases the defense is barrier. We got also a Swift, and it was Pin Missile. So no good. Was
Swift really the only move in Gen 1 and 2 that could never miss?
Well, in Gen 2 you have Fan Attack that never misses as well.
Ah, yeah, but you wouldn't want that, never mind.
But either way, Swift is not what you're looking for.
No.
And I totally missed what was Kimono Girl, so I will have to figure that one out in just a second, as he's on Rival. Kimono Girl, at Surf we had Flash, so.
Oh,
That's good to see. But yes, Garfield was Barrier Swift and Pin Missile.
That is. Do you think he will actually go and get the other 2 TM? Or at least one of them?
Probably
the ones that are in the wild.
Probably not.
Okay. I think I might go for the one that's outside of bug catching, but the other one I wouldn't. I just wanted to ask though.
Depends on what day he said. I think he said on Saturday, so he probably would do the bug catching if he is gonna look for that. But
No, I mean the one outside the bug catching. I wouldn't do the bug
Route
catching.
35, no, because they don't have cut, and that would be required an extra fight.
Can't you go the?
So there's no reason
I guess
to
yeah,
go
no,
Route
it would
35.
be. Yeah, no,
If he's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
do it,
No,
he would do the contest. And unfortunately, Tom's the not audio, so we don't know what the roamers are. But you can still get your guesses in, and we'll have the roamers audio probably about 6-7 minutes. So if you want to get your pre-guesses in, now's the time. Unless you listen to Tom's stream. Although Tom is looking for the roamers. Nothing.
Oh, that
he didn't find anything, but definitely are looking for it. So you can.
You think
Something
Theo
good.
might
Maybe
do
there's a
that?
Mewtwo. Who knows? I do, but I haven't looked at it yet.
See, I won't even be able to hear them. And I'm also really bad at guessing. I even get Mewtwo wrong.
Well, Mewtwo's a little bit difficult because I personally confuse it between Paris and Parasect. So there's no shame in getting that wrong.
There's only one cry that I've only ever been able to remember every time. And no one will be able to guess what that Pokemon
Is
is.
it Jinx? Is it Lugia?
Nope. Nope. Neither of those.
Is it Gen 2?
No.
Then it must be a Mawile.
Yes. No, I only know Mawil's cry. He goes like, does it? I'm a Mawile lover.
It's always good to have a Pokemon, a favorite Pokemon. And Tom is teaching Headbutt. He is absolutely committing to the Poliwrath, as seen like in a moment.
Now,
He's committing to this Poliwrath mistake, and to be honest, it's kind of rewarded him.
yeah. No, one thing it is though. Where do you go from here after this batch?
Well, at this badge, you only have one spot because you cannot surf. You're gonna go to all line. So that it's kind of this seems pretty straightforward. It's kind of guiding our runners currently, but it'll open up soon enough.
Okay. I didn't know if there was like something in the other side that they can get or something.
Well,
Because I didn't know.
Mahogany requires surf. You require to be able to surf with the shiny to get the Mahogany items. And right now they do not have any Kanto items, or Kanto access items, so there's really only one place to go.
Does that mean this could still be a Kanto, early Kanto, or to a degree early Kanto?
I wouldn't. Early Kanto would have been around Goldenrod. I think at this point, this is about medium Kanto access. Medium to late,
Okay.
actually. Considering they're committing to at least 4 gyms and taking a little bit of time. Although,
I've
I'll be
never
honest, having the bike this early, you realize that you're heading to, even though Geos is only now heading to the Sudowoodo around 40 minutes, it's actually a pretty good time compared to Cinco Bingo, so. Despite his struggles, he's actually doing pretty okay. He's not that far behind.
Do you have to fight the rockets?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to fight all the rocket sections. I did not see what happened to Tom, but it looks like he took a nasty wipe to
He
abort
got
him.
error block critted by. Oop. You got Arrow Blast.
Unlucky.
Did bite the arrow Articuno. Sorry, I accidentally closed the chat. So I'm waiting for it to come back up.
Critical stabs, super effective air blast. Oof. Fire blast on the swag. Oh, must have missing. Oh, he got charmed. Oh, that's why he switched out. Charm is no good to see, but especially when you're a physical attacker. Alright. Wonder. I didn't see what had the aeroblast, but I'll keep my eyes peeled for it.
It was the Articuno.
Articuno, right?
Yes. That's why it killed, because it was stab.
Well, he lives one. It was just a critical hit part. That's not good. And unfortunately, Tom is struggling here. A lot.
This is what Geos needs, though.
Absolutely. So I think Tom is going to go on and come back later. As he's deciding, you know what? I can't deal with that Articuno right now. So he's gonna move on. And that Dragonite is still not trying to learn anything good. Ugh.
It's being spiteful.
It very much is. I suppose this is a Snowbear ROM because every Pokemon is awful.
Will you not get into serious level issues with that Dragonite?
Skipping Morty for now is only bad if it's Storm. That's correct. At the moment, they're kind of railroaded into this kind of stuff, but it's not. But you're absolutely right, Garf. It's totally okay. Although that's the SS ticket now. So looks like you can now go to Kanto. We have our Kanto access today, and we have Surf. So now, I think it's possible. The question is he going to? Well, now he's got Surf, so it makes it. He teaches it over Headbutt. I think I saw that. Yeah,
Okay,
Tom's heading back.
No, he could put it over Flamethrower. Flame Wheel.
Oh, Flame Wheel. Oh, okay. I didn't see.
Which makes a little bit more sense.
So I think Tom, what he's gonna do now, he's gonna do the rockets and double back and fight Morty once he's a higher level. Which I think is a good idea at this point, because you're gonna need to perhaps find, and maybe the level 30 will be worth it, but kind of hard to tell.
Oh, you mean the actual shiny? I mean, if it's got a short cry, the shiny just turns it into like a Mewtwo cry.
Well, I mean, the shiny has got a long animation. Although, never forget the time. People have made it work. T-Pad has even run a shiny Aerodactyl. And part of it had Swords Dance, so once Swords Dance, and it was good to go in destroying everything. So, the shiny is not the end of the world. But at this point, it probably is going to be a better main than what they've got here.
Now,
Although it's time for the roamers.
Oh, roamers time. I think one's a Mewtwo. Now that's a shiny.
And yes, that's a nice shiny. I like Donphan. Speaking of Donphan. Abra Polytoad Corsola is our guest from our resident Garf, who's our expert at this. And Abra Polytoad Corsola it is. Absolutely correct. You are 3 for 3. Congratulations, you win more Snowbear ROMs.
Who wouldn't want one of
So
those?
I think Tom was looking for that Polytoad. It may be for me, or actually probably the Abra, because just 2 levels and it would evolve into Alakazam.
Did he? Yeah, he did catch the Donphan.
Well, he didn't catch Drone, but he was looking for it.
No, but he caught the
Absolutely, he would catch the Donphan. Whew.
Yeah, Tom got card key.
Oh, and the card key does that, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. So that's a very good item to see here. I'm actually curious about that Dawn Pet. Hopefully we'll see what its moveset was. I don't think it showed a very good moveset, but...
It showed rapid spin.
Yeah. But yes, thank you very much for helping me out as I was trying to balance the two screens.
I saw it, but as I'm not that 100% on
That's okay. And Geos is going in poisoned. He doesn't want to go back, but he's there.
I mean, poison. So going in poison can give you one glimmer. It means you can technically never get paralyzed or frozen.
Yeah. I'll be honest. So
I'm not
Geos is
saying
having
it's
a little bit of a
good.
hard time, but it should get better once he gets Surf. Hopefully. I wouldn't be surprised if Geos took the SS Aqua, sorry, not the Anna Aqua, just took the SS Aqua right away to get a new main.
I was about to say, do you think he would do that?
Absolutely. At this point, you know you're feeling. I'm sure he feels horribly behind because his fights have been going all wrong, and sometimes you just gotta take the big gambles. Oh, bike. We call it the Athena strats for the bike path because when we used to do this when we were very first beginning this, we all kind of like, oh gosh, early Kanto is awful. And then it was pointed out that, hey, look, you know, you get up to level 33s on the bike route. So that was an absolutely good place to main switch, and a lot of times it does pay off in dividends. That's also, I mean, when he goes there, he'll be able to get Surf, so he can even get the level 38 in Vermilion and the Harbor from surfing. So, you never know. It can be big hit, it can be big or it can be a little bit. And luckily, because Geos is poisoned, Zap Cannon does not affect him. I mean, it does damage,
Okay.
but he does not get paralyzed, which is very good to see.
He had a sense this rub was that bad for him that he was
And
like,
the Boulder badge. So, technically, Geos has now done one additional badge over Tom. So he's not as far as behind as you might think he is. Although he's now going to be doing the seizure simulator.
The interesting thing is, I would have healed him. Ooh. Did he have a recover?
I don't think he had gone into the center at. I don't think he had gotten into a critique center at all. So it's understandable for him not to go in.
Garth said the TM was Matt Punch.
I can clarify that in just a bit. So yes, TM30 was indeed Mach Punch. So not helpful TM, but it could be something. Well, I made that mistake about Mach Punch over Cross Chop, and people would not stop ribbing me about that one. So Garf, I don't think it would be a really good idea, considering he's using Cross Chop mostly as a coverage or heavy damage move.
I was about to say, it's a heavy damage move. Like, if you don't have over 100 attack stat, I would rather not have a priority move in a weird way.
Well, it just doesn't do as much, so... Geos is buying some hyper potions and buying some super repels. Very good. He's stocking up on and leaving his. And I wouldn't be surprised if he just took the boat right now. As Tom definitely dodges that spinning rocket and picks up the Dictium. So that's good to see. Means you can save money on escape ropes. And yes, Geos is, well, trying to figure out what he wants to do. Although, looks like he's healing.
I think he's just trying to get rid of the poison.
Well, yes, that I think. Although I think he's very keenly aware that he might just pass out in the boat if he were to try to do that before fighting that trainer. Although I guess he decided no, he's gonna stick with his guns and not try to main switch. He's going to go for the mahogany rockets, which I think is a good thing to do, especially when you're low level like now. It's preferable to that over Kanto.
If you do the mahogany rocket, does then that trigger the next rockets, or is that linked to something else?
No. So the radio attacker rockets are linked to 7 badges.
Okay.
In the normal vanilla game, Price would probably be your 7th badge, or Jasmine. And then you would get a phone call. But typical people will do Jasmine 6th and Chuck 5th. So by the time you're finished with Price, it's pretty keen to kind of figure out that, oh, you know...
Is that 7 Johto badges or 7 badges total?
7 badges total.
Okay,
this game
so the
does
boulder
not
badge
differentiate between Johto and Kanto badges with regards to badge numbers.
I'm a little bit shocked on that.
Just like E4 requires getting 8 badges. So Sludge Dawnfan, okay. Sludge Rapid Spin.
Still not great.
I'll take the rest of the moves later because he's definitely KOing it.
He needs the experience, I would think.
Absolutely. So Dawnfan at level 30 had Rapid Spin, Screech, Sacred Fire, and Sludge. So, not a viable main switch, unfortunately.
That's a shame.
I think he's trying to avoid committing to that, although I am also surprised he didn't teach Surf to the Dragonite. Dragonite has 134 base attack, but it also has 100 base special, so it's absolutely worth teaching it a special move if it gives you coverage. And I think Surf would be better coverage over Strength, but I think he's more adhering to the no mix coverage. And that's a Zapdos Electrode. Would you consider catching it, Tomo? You're level 32, but that Zapdos is Zapdos is level 23, so it's 9 levels below and got legendary experience curve. But would you consider catching it?
With what move was it?
It was a Zapdos. We don't know what moves it had.
I don't know what move. I would catch it, but without double stab or bolt beam, I wouldn't.
I'm not sure, Misfits. I'm pretty. Geos knows a lot of his Pokemon stats. So it's possible. We can always ask him later, but I think he's more committing to the higher attack stats. And considering how much he's been blizzarded, having reversal probably isn't the worst idea. we got Tom, who's now kind of finished through, and he's gonna fight Price, and then come back and fight Morty. I'll be honest, I've never seen Morty be that much of an issue before. But luckily, he was able to proceed without having to deal with Morty again. And we got Bellsprout into Blossom, and Amnesia Blossom, with Mega Kick. Are we gonna have another grass type? And Geos picks up the item behind. A little bit curious, but oof. Tom takes a wipe there. Mega Kick. Too strong. Although the reason why Geos is not worried about healing is because he knows that our friend pal Lance will come to our rescue right here.
I never get to actually see the rocket hideout.
So. Oh, I mean, that's what happens when we do mostly filming this. We skip all this boring part.
Yeah, who really wants to sit down and do this?
I think it's a kind of full game experience, and that's why we generally like that. And this Dawn
this is
gonna help out because he's gonna be able to take the hits and use either Sludge or Sacred Fire. Although, considering how Blossom has been using Amnesia, I guess he's settling with Sacred Fire. Although Sludge does a lot more damage. Fan coming in clutch.
Some of the people that sometimes realize with Blossom is it isn't actually a poison type, even though everything else in its family line is.
Well, I mean, it's the sun. It's not the Dark Prince, and that's Clefairy with Aurora Beam. So hopefully that doesn't give Geos trouble coming up.
I don't think so. I think Blossom will be. I think Clefairy will be fine. It doesn't hold an Evolverite in this, so.
And the harshest of winter today is Pursuit. It is the Dark Prince's final form. It no longer dark, and it is showing you the sunny brightness. I mean, the evilness that's inside it. So Geos skipping the TM. And you know, I can't blame him for that. And Tom's going quickly back to Morty. He wants no. He doesn't want that hanging over him this entire time.
The only problem that Tom did do once or twice in this already, and I've seen him do it, and he quickly got out of it, but naming yourself save, if you don't know where save is on your menu, he's clicked on his name twice.
Oh, that's the problem with when you do memes. So yes, the save button is on the bottom one. Articuno cross chop on the Articuno, no problem.
God saves me.
Oh my goodness, spite Articuno. Well, but yes, you can absolutely get. Actually, no, we can't get the level 60. We don't have the Glacier badge.
Oh! You need the Glacier
badge instead. We have the equipment for it, we just don't have the actual badge for it. But it's a good idea.
Does that mean now there is no path? It is time to go to...
It is time for Kanto today. Although there is one possibility. If, and this might be an interesting thing, is climbing the lighthouse to trigger the pharmacy item.
Can you not go right after beating Price?
That's blocked by 7 badges and you can't, and they don't have strength either, so.
No, you wouldn't.
There's a Rage Candy Bar guy who blocks you from entering until you have 7 badges. And I think Tom is realizing that it's highly probable that the secret potion location has something useful. So he's doing the lighthouse and probably gonna go there right now. The question is whether you want to go to Kanto or Cyanwood.
Now, here's the question. Will Geo think to main switch to the Zapdos?
So Garth, I probably misled you. I accidentally marked the Glacier badge when I was trying to mark the Mineral badge. I don't know. I really don't know which path that Geos will do. Although, maybe he'll consider this Zapdos. I'm hoping. If he doesn't, we'll see what it has, but I'm hoping Thunderwave. Oh. Thunderwave rollout! It's runnable! It's runnable, guys!
Is that the only reason why you wanted to talk about the Zapdos?
Oh, it's just it's a Zapdos. When it's a little bit underleveled, but it's a Zapdos. It's one of those Pokemon that, like Mewtwo, that it's always worth considering, especially if it had Thunderbolt Ice Beam. For those in the crowd, you didn't really miss much. It had Egg Bomb and Earthquake and the moves round off. So, absolutely not worth it. Although, if they had it gone earlier, it absolutely would have been worth running that Zapdos. And escape rope out. So, another interesting thing is let's see whether Tom picks up Shucky. And the reason to pick up Shucky is hoping for teleport. Question is, did he send her in Olivine last? Because if he has teleport, then he would be able to easily skip that trip back.
Can he not fight Chuck?
He doesn't have strength, so he cannot move the boulders. He has a Flame Badge, but he does not have that strength.
So could it be possible that strength is on the person that gives the...
It is possible, but unfortunately, that's not what we have today. It's just a lost item. And Tom is not even bothering to check.
So lost item is important, Slimin? No bet? Lost item is important or is not important?
Well, it's a fetch quest item, so we don't know if it's important or not. It could be, it could not be. It's another item check. It's an item check that leads to another item check.
Of course it is.
So it's a mystery. It's like, it could be anything. It could even be a boat. Now we got some love for Geo here in the chat. Showing him support, hoping he's able to make a little bit of a comeback.
So the first time I saw that emote, I generally thought it was a Kingdra kissing.
Well, this is a new emote. I think it just went live yesterday or today. So it's Geo's emotes. He's been getting some really good emotes from Resident Artist Styrofoam. very good person. She's commented a few times. And an excellent artist as well. So please do support her. But speaking of supporting, why don't people give both of our runners a follow? That's tomcattomato and geosspone. And give my fellow co-commentator, Tomo, a follow as well.
Yo. Yeah, I'm not the greatest, but Snowbear
I think
needed
it's
some.
fine. And that's a publicity on the sailor. All the experience today.
Wait, did Geo not get the lost item?
He did not. He opted. So it's about a 33% chance that the item in Cyanwood is something needed. So he's taking a gamble.
If it's only 33%, then I would actually have taken a gamble too.
He also doesn't. Geos is also one who does not like to double dip. The lighthouse, and it's not wrong. It's not one good. Although because he didn't go to Cyanwood, he is now caught up to Tom.
Which is actually really good.
So Tom is a little bit ahead in terms of some of the progress and the checks. But right now, it's a small lead, and by no means is it something that cannot be overcome. Because we all know, at the end of the day, red and sometimes blue are the ones you have to worry about. Or even Lance. Oh, he does have the silver ring. Yes, my bad. Thank you very much. That was the rocket item. I forgot to mark that. Thank you very much. So Tom is now booking his way to Saffron. Hopefully he checks the TM. The Mr. Psychic TM.
Would you check the TMs in the
Yes.
the tower?
And the restream went a little bit quickly for the TM check there, but I will let everyone know if they didn't quite see it, what that TM was.
I didn't see it.
That was the Rage TM. I think a highly appropriate one here for us. And it looks like Geos' gamble paid off, as lost item only paid led to the item finder.
That is really good for Geo.
So right now he is going to fight Surge. Tom is picking up on his X items and hyper potions, and he's also gonna go. Oh no, he's gonna hold off on fighting Surge right now, and he's gonna deal with our other friends, the biker.
Do you have to fight all of them?
No, just the top one. Unless you're bad like me and you end up running doing a controller Fumblerooski and running into all of them.
Garth just found out lore for this ROM. Porn enough, her broken item finder since it didn't lead her to her lost item. The lore gets thicker.
Oof, that's pretty good there, Garth.
You know, that
I'm gonna disagree because slugmas don't require surfing. However, mech cargos can absolutely be surfed and be banished to the Shadow Realm.
You know they're gonna come after you now.
Oh, swag cargos, they wouldn't come after me. I love my swag cargos, and that's just. It looks like the fisherman here is offering a downgrade, a discounted rod. It's not superb, but it is a good rod nonetheless.
What other key items can you get from here?
Well, you can get pretty much anything from him.
No, I meant from here, as in like in Kanto right now.
Currently they have so out of logic, they can trigger the machine part quest.
Okay.
But that's the only other one at the moment they can access. And that's instead. Oh, excuse me. It is in logic right now.
Really?
Yes, they have Flash and Surf, so they can go to the machine part. So Geos has some excellent routing here, because he's not double backing at all. Although I would hope he at least checks the Celadon Mark TMs. Just a little bit of a hope. Any kind of move, he could use some move help here.
Apparently, Reindel's crab hammer was on an Alakazam.
Oh, that's actually kind of terrifying. But Geos is not gonna do that because there's not that many fights. He's just gonna take he's just gonna go to where the ROM leads him to, which is, well, Dark Cave. Or not Dark Cave, sorry, Rock Tunnel. It is dark, and it is sort of a cave-ish, but it's more of a tunnel.
So, until you guys start doing this, I'm not joking you, I did not know that this tunnel was still in the Pokemon game of Crystal.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
Like, I generally thought that Mount Moon and this one just didn't exist.
Well, Mount Moon's been
I
sort of
never
bulldozed. It exists, but not in the same. It's not nearly the same as others.
Oh, I know it. I know that. But it's just something I thought they would just block it off and save room. If that makes sense. Like, you don't really need that cave. Unless you're doing something like this. So is there generally just no trainers in the tunnel? It's not bad. In the tunnel, is there just no trainers?
There are no trainers, correct.
That is weird. They're one badge away from They're one badge away from triggering the rockets.
So it's interesting that Tom is opting to go to Celadon right now. I think he wants the 7 badges, whereas Geos is triggering the machine part quest. Because you hate to double dip the machine part.
Is he actually going for the TMs? He is.
He is. Well, and the X items, but yes, the TMs are always good to see.
I don't know what any of those
the TMs were though.
Neither did I. I'm not good at them.
Go ahead and look at them for everyone.
One would sound like water gun or like a very weak water move. One sounded
I
like
can look up the TM list. I do know which TMs they are. TM10 is Pound, TM11 is Bone Club, TM17 is Hydro Pump, TM18 is Tackle, and TM37 is Mega Horn. So, I don't know if Tom looked and saw Mega Horn, because I would have considered doing that, actually. Because Mega Horn would be really good for him.
He didn't get it though, so... Must just not want it.
Well, he probably doesn't understand it. I think the description for Mega Horn is actually somewhat misleading. So the Mega Horn description in the Mart in Gold Silver Crystal is a powerful charge attack. So you sometimes think it's like, for example, yeah, perhaps Double Edge or whatever. So you're absolutely right, Garth. Although sometimes part of the game is learning what the descriptions are for the TMs. And the machine part is machine part. Oh. That's evil.
What does that mean?
Oh.
Is machine part needed?
Absolutely, it's required.
Okay.
So, Geos is heading all the way back, because Geos is very much a fan of getting the level 50, and I think, considering his Dragonite, it'd be a huge upgrade over that, considering how much it's struggled. And there's still a lot of the game left to do, so a lot of the race left, and the game to play.
This is finally where they have split.
It is absolutely nasty, and it's even worse because they do not have cut. So, this is a very brutal Snow Bear Seed. I'm expecting choice words later on, but I don't know what the runners could really expect, besides the fact that it's a Snow Bear one.
Snow Bear, is there 2 Snorlaxes in this, or only 1?
Just 1.
Okay.
There's only the one in Vermilion. The one left of Ecruteak was removed. That one got up. There's only... I guess it must have passed by. And that's Janine Rainbow Badge. Not quite the Storm Badge. They were hoping for it, but... a little unfortunate. Yeah. The TM07 is Barrage, and that does not help at all. And TM06, for those keeping track, is Psychic. So,
now that's okay.
It's, you know what, it's absolutely fine.
The problem is we have 2 physical attackers that can use special moves, not 2 special attackers. That's the bigger problem.
But in this case, I think if you're gonna main switch, which is what Geos is probably looking to do, that's one more TM that'll eventually be able to be useful.
Now Tom has 7 badges.
Yes, so he got the phone call. When he stepped out of the gym, you probably saw him get the phone call from Elm.
I was watching Geo at the time, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah. But yes, he can now do the radio sequence, and he's got the card key, so he can absolutely do that.
Do you think he will?
Most likely, yes. Because double dipping machine part is ugly. It is no fun. And Geos is now going to show off the nice movement. Although, the nice movement, just take 2 tiles down and voila! Alright, and today's Snorlax, giant inflatable Snorlax is instead a giant inflatable...
I'm delayed before you say it. He's saving before it.
A giant inflatable 9-tailed fox.
You know, that's not too bad. I'd consider it. I wouldn't be happy.
Wondering, yes, Ninetales is more likely to be female. It's not a great choice of a Pokemon, but it's a level 50.
We have Surf, which makes it decent. It's not what you want to run, but I can see him considering.
Absolutely. And that's the basement key in the fan club. Hopefully that's not needed.
I don't know if Tom got that, but yeah, he did get the rare candy.
So you can't get. So you have to have the machine plant, the power plant fixed to grab that item.
Ah, I see.
So Tom is opting for early Sabrina. Although technically by this time it's actually in Logic, so it's not early at all. But yes, Geos is booking his way back. We'll see if he considers the Ninetales, but I don't think I think he's sticking with that Dragonite. And realizing he did a double take, realizing.
I'd at least look at it.
No. It's a hot no. It looks like the Articuno is back.
Oh yeah, that's really bad, never mind. Yeah, that is really bad. Even if he had Psychic, it would still be bad. Like, Psychic Surf is not gonna save that.
Nine-tailed Fox is by no means powerful in this case. And luckily for Tom, it seems that Articuno no longer has Aeroblast, so... But it does have Step Blizzard, which is actually somewhat concerning. Actually, now that I think about it, Blizzard Articuno's start is going to be horrific for Geos. Hopefully he comes back at a later time. And Dragonite is continuing to not help out. It refuses to learn good moves. And unfortunately in this ROM, there are not many good moves. Although, hopefully Geos is aware about the description for Megahorn. Because I think it would absolutely fit in his moveset. And Sabrina offers the Volcano badge. Okay. But we get to hear the lovely Pokemon flute sound music over the bike today. Everyone can thank Geos about that. Because it's not the bike music, and I know a lot of people are getting tired of the bike music. So I think Tom is gonna book his way back to the radio, the rocket sequences. And then maybe even go, if he can, once he gets it done, if he gets strength, probably even go into Claire. Feels good to Aeroblast Pinsir. Always feels good to do that. It stands no chance. It really is a shame Garf at the level 50 was no good. But it's a bigger shame that neither of our runners could go to get that Lugia right now.
Do you think Geo will do that if Misty's TM is whatever he needs?
If her badge is the Glacier badge? I would not count on that.
Be the best badge for
Storm badge. Or Geos is hoping for the Storm badge.
Okay.
Right now we have the necessary badges to access the map. Right now it's a hunt for the Storm badge because they have Fly. So the sooner they can use Fly, the quicker and easier everything is.
Let's see if it pays out for Geos then. This is something that Tom didn't do, so...
So right now we have some route divergence, and I think this is good. Tom making sure to talk to those suspicious rockets. Although he didn't go... Oh, he didn't go to the... So, here's the thing. Here's the reason why he didn't go to the PC. Because taking the bed in the boat heals you. So, absolutely correct choice. Not to waste time doing that. So I think Geos is going to kind of do a sweep of Kanto afterwards. He's probably going to do Misty, then do Sabrina, and then probably head back out, if I had to guess. Since he does not have Cut. So we cannot access the back half of Kanto right now. Because we do not have, well, Rising Badge, nor do we have Cut. Although, now's a question that if you find the Rising Badge, would you consider going out of logic to do those back half Kanto badges in the hopes of finding the Storm Badge?
So, you want my true opinion?
Mm-hmm.
I will always break logic just because I feel like breaking logic is the thing that every walk would not do. And you know me, I love to just do something that no one ever expects because you know there's a higher chance for me to actually successfully do something.
That's true, Tom of Luck is a thing.
Like, it's depressing how weird my luck can be in these games.
Sea of Darkness. The gym leaders, and I think gym trainers, always have smart AI, so... He's probably going to... And that's the Thunder Badge.
That is actually true. If Articuno does...
So, yes, he's going to have to hope for misses and or PP stall out the Blizzard.
Yeah, but he could also just switch into the Ninetales. Just to...
The Ninetales can't take anything down, not with that moveset.
No, not take it down, but it survives the Blizzard.
Oh, it absolutely would survive the Blizzard. Then you
Also,
switch
it
back
was
in.
Thunder Badge on Misty, by the way, so I don't think that helps, does it?
No. It boosts any electric type moves, but no, it's not helpful. And he's doing his counting correctly, and he realizes he has 7 badges, and is not going to do Sabrina.
Oh yeah, because you need Cut to get to Erica's.
And she's saving Janine because Janine is preferable to do after Blame. That's a quick shortcut. So if she's not forced, as she's not... He's realizing that he would only get punished if Janine had the Storm Badge. Because that's the only other HM-friendly move you want to see. So, or HM-friendly badge that you want to see. So that's absolutely the correct choice of what he's doing here. Although personally, to avoid double back and to reduce the number of trips, I would have tried Sabrina. I would have been horribly scared once I saw that Blizzard on Articuno and turned right around, so... In that case, he's saving some time. It looks like a little bit of a restream issue. He kind of jumped around because the stream jumped a bit, but no problem.
So babe, you've done enough of these. Are the races ahead of time, or is this about the right amount of time for the 7 badges?
It depends on the seed. I do not do splits. I do not do splits, so it's hard to tell. At this point, probably the 7 is probably about it. I think it might be a little bit more on the behind of it, but considering how they've been locked inaccessible fly, and they've had to do a lot of double backing, I think they're reasonable for this kind of seed.
Okay.
This season's
Sorry for
not
the
been
questions.
very kind to them with the amount of double backing they've had to do.
Well, they have fly, they just don't have the badge for fly.
That's the rub. That's the thing. Is that if you see fly early, you can be pretty darn sure the storm badge is gonna be one of the last badges you find. It's sort of the rule of thumb when you do these key item randos. And of course, switching to the Ninetales. You could switch in, but I think it's still a little bit tough with that. If it's basement, yes. If something's in the basement, that'd be good for Geos, but I think the Geos will leave the basement until absolutely last minute. As I've been told many times that he won't check basement until he's forced to check basement. And that's the past for Tom. So he now has a nice easy time save about going back to Johto. No more having to take the boat. Although, now that he's taken the boat a bunch of times, if he wants to get a quick way back to Olivine, it's not a problem to do. So, that's... Oh no, that's a stab Aurora Beam with Cloister. Luckily, it's very much lower level. But having Surf for Cloister would be because even though Surf is not very effective against Cloister, Cloister has so little special defense, it's better to use not very effective Surf than to use a physical move that's neutral. Yeah, we've been a little bit puzzled about Dragonite not being taught Surf. We'll definitely have to ask him about that. Because it's got a more than workable special attack. And his moveset's sort of lacking, actually. Reversal has not been very good, and you don't want to depend on having low HP.
This. So, after the rocket, what is the next thing to do for both our races? It's not bad. What do you think both our races would do after the rocket?
Well, it really depends. If it's strength, I'd highly consider going to Claire and getting that done, and then going all the way around, and then going back to do Signwood.
Okay.
If it's a secret potion, Jasmine and book it on her, and head back and do the machine power quest.
Okay.
Other than that, because we are currently locked behind progress. We need either strength or secret potion to progress. Because we know where machine part is, we need either strength, or it could be cut. If it's cut, that actually could help a little bit. And if it's cut, I would go right back to Kanto and do the back half of Kanto gyms, and grab whatever is on the old band and potentially prepare to do Ellen. And just as I say cut, does indeed get cut. Which means
there we go.
he's gonna have a lot easier time double backing to the machine part quest.
Yeah, but you're correct. But is that gonna save him tons of time? Is the bigger question.
Well, considering how many screen transitions and how long it takes to do Rock Tunnel, I think it actually will save him a lot of time.
So I don't know know why, but I would be drawn right now if I was in Tom's boots. I actually gotta do Erica.
I don't think Erica's a wrong decision. Because you
Instead of doing those.
Because at this point, you realize that Fly might be late. And if Erica has a storm badge and you haven't done her, you're really gonna be sorry. So right now, Tom's probably gonna do Erica, and then go back and do the machine part quest. Or just gonna do the machine part quest.
You say reversal is terrible, but one of Dragonice's main weakness is ice.
Well, it's ice type moves.
Yeah, but stab ice is gonna hurt more. Gonna do, yeah, he's doing a machine part.
Yeah, so Tom's definitely gonna do the machine part into the back half. This is a good thing to do. And we got the pass from on Geos' side. Oh, I didn't realize Tom taught Psychic to Polyrath. I missed it.
I missed that too, yeah, wow.
Must
have taught that while doing the, if I see his moveset again, I can tell you.
Right now he's got Surf, Psychic, Cross Chop, and Headbutt.
He taught it over magnitude. I was about to say
he taught it over magnitude. And you know what? I
he
think
taught it
it's
whatever
probably a good idea, considering how magnitude's not very. It's very luck based, and it more often than not just not going to give the coverage he needs.
Apparently, he might have been running out of PP, so he was like teach Psychic, which I guess makes sense.
Yeah, PP management when you're doing PI demands is very important.
Oh, I'd be terrible then.
He tries to escape rope out of the plant. Can't do that, Tom. Oops.
Wouldn't that just break the game?
Horse. Yeah, well, considering how high Tom was rolling before with his magnitudes and critting whenever he had a low magnitude, I also would say that, like, look, it's not getting better. Cut your losses.
Like, he double crit magnitude 5 on the Raichu in Slowpoke well. He doesn't need it anymore.
Yeah. So, Tom had the right movement there, although even though the repel wore up, it would have been just fine, it would have been just fine just moving down, because he wouldn't have been seen. And Tom is getting the smart idea. Aha! The machine part. But he'll turn back the quest back in later.
Really? Raichu's good against Rock, which I guess fine works.
Yeah, Surf, Cross Chop, and Psychic cover everything that Magnitude would cover.
Really? Wow.
I mean, for something like Magneton, Surf is just fine against it. And Geos gets TM11, which is Bone Club.
So what is Geo gonna do now then, do you think?
I don't know. I don't know. I keep thinking the runners will do one thing, they do something else, but I think it generally at this point. Well, looks like he's gonna go at least X item shopping. And we'll see where he goes from there. And Geos is booking it. Probably also the back half Kanto. I cannot blame him for that. It's been a long day for me. I should be asleep.
Well, I shouldn't really even be moving, but I need to keep moving my body. Getting really rusty at the moment. Yeah, I think Erica
looks like
would
he
have
is doing Erica first, which I agree. To be honest, I think Tom should have also done Erica first. But
I think Tom wants the experience, I guess, or something like that.
maybe. I think he's just rather just getting things over with. He's trying to avoid as much double backing as he can. I wonder how much of the minds of the runners know that this is a Snow Bear ROM, and this kind of standard ROM probably would be a good idea to, well, aim for the back half Kanto gems for a Storm Bash. I mean, you can't say for sure, but... And there you go. Sneasel got destroyed. Even at full health, reversal is enough to destroy Sneasel. I approve of that.
So, Snow Bear, serious question. Let's go back to the main things where you said, like, Gramble and some others weren't particularly great. Auxiliary. Does that mean, in a key item rando, that the order we have, like, we have, for people who don't know, we actually have a rate system?
Yes, the tier list has shifted significantly. I know Geos has made his own custom list. I have not made my own, but there's a lot of different things that can be rated a lot differently.
Okay.
There is no official list for everyone. And to be honest, I don't think there's really a good... I don't think, depending on... Oh, this would be good, so... You have to forgive me if I start tuning that right now.
Don't worry, it's pretty much a turn out thing.
And we got the Marsh Badge.
That really doesn't do anything.
And TM19. I did not see what TM19 was.
I'll keep mine open and see what it is.
I'm sure it's probably not anything good.
I couldn't see it either.
And we get the Thunder Badge, of course, from Misty. Very well done from both of them.
So, I know they don't have the badge for,
So I think the reason why Tom did this order is because
Wow!
in case of Storm Badge, this would make things so much easier.
So, if you didn't see that Snow Bear, the Dragonite crit Aeroblast, the Articuno, and the Articuno missed Blizzard. That sped him. He got so lucky there. Oh.
Easy game, easy life indeed, guys.
If you want the truth,
Geos is actually somewhat. I would argue at this point, Geos is in the lead.
He's missing one badge though.
Well, he's got an easier time with his badges because he's gonna get Janine afterwards, and it'll be real quick. Whereas Tom still has to.
Oh, I thought Geo did just has Janine.
No, Janine is the rainbow badge.
No, I think he has. Okay, I'm. Oh yes, sorry, I'm realizing now.
And Janine he waits on that bug catcher. Good on him. It's a little bit hard to get the movement down for that. Yes, Tom has also climbed the items, and Geo has got strength of the old man.
That's bad.
Well, Tom's having an interesting routing. He's not as familiar with that. But now, it's the secret potion hunt. Okay, everyone, it's time for everyone's favorite game. Where is the secret potion? It can be anywhere now. So,
I'm betting it is freezing its butt off. I'm betting it's freezing its butt off.
So you believe it? You are betting that it's in the ice pack. Well done.
Yes.
All right, we got a guess for. We got 2 guesses for Ice Path now. We got yours and Garth. We got the Ice Path. We got Horse with the basement. Ooh, I like that. And we got a guess on Elm. Very good for everyone. Very good. I like everyone's guesses.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that he likes all our guesses, guys.
Well, you gotta tune in and find out.
I'm scared now. I'm scared for these races. I feel sorry for these races right now.
Tom has the excellent movement. Passes right by the bug catcher, no problem. And he also gets strength. Blizzard Arcanine. Woo! Geos is living.
Man, yeah, I was about to say, this Geos is like, well, at least the Blizzard missed twice.
Yeah, wow. He's playing a dangerous game there, friends.
He didn't even. He's missed 3 Blizzards. It's like 3 Blizzards has missed this Dragonite. This Dragonite's like gone right. That's it.
You know,
I
that's
need
what
to
happens.
stop
You know, he got all his bad luck off in the first part of the ROM, and now he's just got good stuff. And there's our Storm Badge. Hey, that's always good to see.
So wait. Oh, okay. So.
And this is why you don't hold off on that. So headbutt over strength over headbutt. Easy life.
I didn't do that already, truthfully.
And now that he's got strength, he's heading off to Claire. I like that gamble. So we'll get to find out if the Ice Path does indeed have the secret potion.
Come on, I've got to be right. I'm rarely right.
You're absolutely Garth. You're true, Garth. It was the training arc. Although, I think, personally, I think it would have been much easier if he had taught Surf much long time ago, but...
Details, he's got it now.
Yes. He is a man of the people.
Something interesting that I always liked, and this may be just a weird tangent in this game, but the Park Ball is the only ball that it's only in this generation in the way it is, because in the remakes they changed it to the sports ball, and it's just always interested me that. Really?
Yeah, so sorry folks, it's not an ice path. It is not being chilled. Instead, we have a chilled egg.
I mean, I like mine scrambled.
us with the swag boulders. Well, mostly swag boulder. Well, but not quite the best at the end, but very good and better than anything I can do. So, and
The
Tom
boulders
is doing
have
the back
always
half of Kanto. I like that.
Boulders have always confused me in these in Gen 1 and 2.
Pick
They
up
always
the
use
TM
swag.
as well. So, anyways, go on, Tom.
The boulders in Gen 1 and 2 are just weird to me that you can do inputs after they've been
It
moved.
looks like Tom's rappel ran out, and she just picked up the hidden item. I
That
don't
was-
know if that was probably something he needed to pick up, but
Is a hidden item there? Oh man, that's gonna be
surf
where I
and ice
YOLO
trap,
my
I've had
bike.
that before. In fact, I've had Claire have the fog badge. That was a fun one. And self-destruct. So Primo teleport, not quite needed, but it's the TM that you get. It's a slightly. It's not the Lexus model of. It's not the Lexus model of teleport, but it's a pretty good version. It's a little bit more expensive and pricey, I think. Okay, sorry, it's more Lexus. It's not quite a Cadillac pricey, but it's Lexus pricey. It's not the top of the line way to go out, but it's pretty expensive. Hug is left going down from power. You can surf from the right coast. You go one right and head straight down. Nice! Is that faster? Because don't you have to go around the top of the island anyways, Garf? So I would imagine it'd probably still be faster to go hug the left wall. It's a little faster. Okay, I'll have to try it out. And Tom takes care of Blaine. No problem. Oh no, sorry, not quite. He's got one last Pokemon to deal with. The scary Igglybuff. That goes down in one shot.
Look at that Igglybuff's eyes. He is going
Glacier
to...
badge, guys! Let's go get the 60! Let's go get the 60! Come on, guys, let's go get the Lugia! And Donphan's learning how to fly. Have you seen this? Have you seen Dumbo?
I'm upset he didn't nickname it.
And we got Tom using that fly point. So this is the one reason that Tom got it. He's got fly all with Sandwood, no problem.
Sorry about the sneeze there, guys. I didn't think my mic in time. Anyway. Yes, so that is... Can they do every badge now without doing the Elite Four?
Yes. Actually, a lot of times you want to save the Elite Four for last.
Okay.
Magnitude 5. You know, it'd be a lot easier to surf, just saying. But Magnitude 7 makes it no problem. So,
Oh, we still need Secret Potion?
absolutely. So nobody guessed fly. Nobody guessed fly as a secret potion. But we'll see if it is indeed fly.
That'd be funny. That means the guy literally was like, I can't be bothered to have...
Well, no, the secret potion guy. It's the wife. So the wife could be the secret thing for the wife that she was using on her husband until he lost some weight.
I mean, if we could all take potions to lose weight, I feel like we would.
You never know. But it looks like Tom is running out of moves on that Skarmory. Thunderwave of Parcel. That's no fun.
As long as it doesn't get fully paralyzed, we'll be fine. Ooh, that full restore though.
Oh, he's teaching Polyrath Fly over Psychic to save the PP. Interesting.
That is interesting.
Garf, it's some fast. Okay, and Claire gave us today the Earth badge. The wrong Earth badge, but very well. And we still get our call from Elm. Because he's just programmed to give the call at this point. Whenever you defeat Claire, he calls you to say, "Hey, I've got this Master Ball. Do you want it?"
Do you want it?
In the meantime, we will find out shortly if indeed the secret potion is slim fast. Well, I'm not sure how that helps the Ampharos, but you never know. Jump kick! Oh no!
Is that his level 51 move?
Yeah! Oh.
Ouch!
Cross Chop is still better for him considering he's a Polyrath, but you hate to see it.
Oh yes, absolutely.
And the TMO1 is Shadow Ball. Hey! So
That's
maybe
not
move
bad.
the leader. Move the leader. Polyrath. Shadow. He's teaching Shadow. He's gonna hold off on learning Shadow Ball until he can get rid of 4. And today, no. Apparently, Chuck's been gorging too much on fresh fish because it is not slim fast today. Yeah, I would prefer Jump Kick as well, but you have to remember he's Polyrath, so he needs that extra hit. So, if you're using the X accuracy anyways, you might as well keep Cross Chop. I would take it from my first person experience. Polyrath is not the ideal Pokemon, but Tom's made it work, so kudos to him. Although Geos is going to be very happy to see Shadow Ball. He's going to probably teach it right away. Alright folks, so we're down to 2 items left now. It is either in the basement or on Elm.
And if it's on Elm, they have to do the Elite Four, right?
Yes! They have to do the Elite Four before 16 badges if it's on Elm. So today, is Elm the one holding Jasmine's Ampharos hostage? Or is it the potion kind of kicking up dust in the basement? You never... Who's to know? We'll find out shortly. So I think Tom is gonna forget Fly. No? Guess not. He's keeping Fly for the moment. A little bit surprised, but he is keeping it. And just gets Shadow Ball to him. And the old rod. Alright, so he's gonna go teach Shadow Ball right now. Oh, he taught he finally learned a good move, Fire Punch. Alright.
Yeah, he learned it a while ago, but I didn't know what level it was, so I didn't mention it. But I saw him teach.
It either, but that's good to see. And now Geos is heading off for maybe the Elite Four. Who knows? I think at this point he's gonna gamble that that Elm has it. does that, he's of course gonna go deal with Blaine and Janine. This is still a very close race. Yes, we've mentioned before, Geos has said he won't do basement until he's forced to do basement. So, he absolutely would do,
What's so wrong with basement?
he would do Elite Four over the lighthouse? Probably, because he doesn't want to double back.
What's so wrong with basement? Is it just double backing?
Well, basement is, right now with the car key, it's not so bad, but it's a long track. Because you have to go through and fight 2 extra trainers, and double back. And you have to make, and it's an even longer path if you don't have escape rope or dig. And Aerodactyl bringing out the Techno Blast. Swag! Sandstorm into Swagger. It's got all the rude moves. And then it's just kind of showing some bubbles as well. That Aerodactyl is not a threat. It's just rude. Although, Dragonite's doing a lot more damage to himself, considering he's got, I think, +3 attack at this point. And he brings the carpet, the sandstorm is being brought back. Tom finishes with Rapid Spin TM. Not what they're looking for, but yeah, Tom is now done with Claire. He's poisoned, so he's right now in the seizure simulator.
Oh my god. I accidentally read a bad joke, and now I have to resist the urge to not say it.
Oh, we'll hold off on it right now.
Hmm?
Not buying full heals is a mistake. Absolutely. I always buy way too many full heals.
I would buy full heals for that Dragonite because you're most likely going to get hit by Blizzard a lot, which means freezes.
Well, if you get hit by... You can't be frozen if you're already fainted.
I expect him to be frozen. Not guaranteed. It's possible. It's not guaranteed.
Agility double team Swagger mission. Yes, the legendary Kingler that memed the heck out of our runners the other day.
Someone talking about metronome. Once, with metronome, I saw. Well, it was a bingo race, and someone got metronomed, fissured twice.
Oh, it happens. I know it's at least happened to Kevin once in a bingo race, and when you looked at the damage been dealt, I think it was very high. It was like 60,000 damage dealt to him or something like that.
It's just dumb that you can metronome those dudes.
I mean, you can metronome a lot of things.
Or you can metronome nothing. I used to do metronome battles in Gen 6, and I won a metronome battle because my opponent's Mew taunted me to force me to use only struggle, and I won because I struggled both my opponent's last 2 Pokemon.
And Geos picks up the TM from the guy. It's just Wrap. That's normally the Dream Eater TM, but...
Oh!
But yes, Geos is off to do the Elite Four. because you're gonna have to do it sometime. You might as well do it now, he says.
That's a Gen 1 only thing though, right? Xylophone did point that out though. If you metronome transform and then catch the poke, it will become a Ditto.
Actually, if there was a Pokemon that transformed into you, it becomes a Ditto, yes. Regardless, because the game doesn't plan on any Pokemon using Transform except for Ditto. So it naturally refers the Pokemon to Ditto.
Only Ditto, but Mew also has Transform. That means if you battled Mew in the wild and it transformed, you could technically lose that Mew.
Yeah. The game does not plan on that to happen. So I got the Marsh Badge. Yep. And that was a Lick TM from Erica. How lewd. But yes, Mew does in fact learn Transform. I think at level 1 or so. Tom is cleaning up the gym badges. I don't blame him. I'm a little bit surprised he didn't move delete fly, but I see it was a mistake. He didn't surf the swag cargo. He only bashed it to the Shadow Realm using Shadow Ball.
Well, to be fair though with that is, in my eyes, I think, if I'm right, Macargo has like decent special defense.
No.
Oh.
I mean, it's got some special defense, but it's still dead.
Yeah, we all can admit that Gen 1 was just barely glued together.
He's selling the Hyper Potions. It's a little bit puzzling, but he's doing the inventory cleanup. I understand why.
I think he's just selling everything for maybe max potions. And
well, he's doing 4 stores, so you buy potions. Yeah, there you go. $91 short of another revive.
Ouch. I think he will do that the second he runs out of Fire Punch PP. If you want the truth horse.
I mean, absolutely you want to be able to, because there's a lot of time you lose in menuing if you don't get access to
He has
your X items quickly. I know that's one of the things that's very much, very much, looked past.
He's used it once, but he has used Fire Punch. So I think it was on a grass type.
So the question is Geos... So Tom knows that it's either going to be on Elm or in the basement. The question is Geo's going to go straight to the basement?
I think he would. I think he will, just for the simple fact that if he, I would go there for the simple fact that it's something, if he doesn't like it, then I always think on the mentality of, if I don't like to do something, it's most probably what I'm gonna have to do. More times than not. If that makes sense?
I mean, yeah, it does make sense.
It's not super good logic, but...
Cross chop on Slowking, not as effective. Yeah, having Shadow Ball for that Lugia would have been really useful. Not gonna lie. I didn't see if Tom actually bought any healing items. There you go. Fly coming in handy, going against the Venusaur. Because both of our racers are being in the Elite Four will take some time. So Tom's about a trainer and a half behind. Oh, two Elite Four. Sorry, Tom's not quite Elite Four. That's why he hasn't bought anything recently. He wasn't quite at the Elite Four yet.
I'm expecting that the secret
Tom
potion.
only buys 11 full restores and 11 revives.
So
Not going all
at least
out with not buying any more full heals or anything. Sorry,
I just realized we know that Jasmine has Misty's badge. Because it's the only badge left on Tom's card. I think though Elm's most likely got the secret potion. It's a 50-50 chance. Yeah, there's no reason to fight Blue. Wait, did Blue have the dragon badge?
He and Claire decided to switch which region's each badge they held.
Oh, of course they did.
So Tom's a couple of trainers behind. He's now starting Coca, whereas I believe Geos is on Karen. They're finishing up Karen. So this is really a close match. This is getting pretty good down to the wire at this point. Now Geos is going to be fighting Lance, and we'll see what our champion, the not champion today has, but the Grandmaster.
Alright.
He does have light up. So here's the thing: is that Tom doesn't have to fight any more trainers, right now in the lighthouse. So it's a slight advantage in that case, but it's not much. And oh, Raichu Blizzard's back, right? And he did get frozen.
Ouch.
But he lives. Ah, another use of Fire Punch. A little bit better on Skarmory. Yeah. Luckily, the rest of Lance is not a problem for Geos once he's set up.
Yeah, Blizzard has just been a nightmare for this Dragonite.
Well, I mean...
You actually know... Yeah, but I mean, it showed up a lot more than you would think.
It showed up just the amount of times that the AI will do it. I mean, it's... When you run a Pokemon weak to something, you expect to see that weakness thrown at you at the most inconvenient times.
So, you actually know the answer to the secret potion.
I will wait until it gets checked.
But it doesn't matter, it's a 50-50 chance now.
Exactly, so it's only you guys will find out where it is.
Would you rate switch to a fish if it's a super rod?
No. He's level 50, high level 50s at this point. You're not bait switching. And today, has our super rod.
Oh,
Alright, folks.
no.
That means the potion, the secret potion, has been collecting dust in the basement. And Geos is heading right there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, making the right choice.
Yeah, but he, as you said, he hates it. True Snow Bear ROM, it is. Look, if we wanted a good ROM, we would have made me randomize it. Let's just say that. Yeah, because he could have done the Mizzle Sticks. The lost item was where the secret potion could be. And then the secret potion, the lost item gives you the item finder, so neither of them were needed. Geo guessing that the secret potion is in the basement.
I think in this case, it's just it's the most time efficient thing, and Geos is going for the best time efficiency. And the fact that it's the basement means that he only has to do one trick. You never know. I think it's right now it's really close, because remember, he still has to do blue as well. So, right now, he's definitely got it. He's definitely... It's hard to say who's exactly in the lead, but I think he's a little bit more in the lead now. But yes, Ice Beam, Blizzard leads are always scary to see.
Do you actually have to go the way that Geo is going?
Yes.
Or can you go the other way?
Yes, you have to go that way. The other part of the basement is only unlocked once you talk to the director. Right now, because they saved the rockets, the director is not there.
I see.
So Geos is now in go mode at 2 hours and 17 minutes.
Now here's the question I want to ask: which way where do you think he'll go first? Which batch?
It's easy. He's gonna go to Jasmine first. There's no reason to do Jasmine last. You have to go up and down the lighthouse anyways. So, this race is really close, and you never know. This red can be the decider here. Will it be something like an Aeroblast Aerodactyl, or Aeroblast, or is it gonna be something, maybe it's gonna be something like, a Blizzard Electrode?
I want it to be a Mawile, but we can't all have nice things.
So Mizzle, he does still have to go back to... yes, he does still have to go back to Oak. So, Tom's gonna have the less amount of flying to do, but it's very minuscule, the time difference.
this is going to be an extremely close race.
I don't know if it's gonna be as close as the horse Septros match was. That one was only separated by 13 seconds. Or 17 seconds, I believe. It's very close.
Does he have more escape ropes?
Tom? Yes.
No, not Tom. I meant...
Geos? No. He sold all but one.
So he is actually going to go manually down.
I mean, it's not that much of a time difference. As you can see, he's already back down. This is going to be really interesting. I think we'll see if the time difference will make a difference between having already fought Blue and already done the tower. Like, ultimately, I think it's going to be up to the mains at this point.
Absolutely. The mains are going to... Like, the thing is, you would rather want to, let's say, go Medic would be the better... the Dragonite would be the better one than the Poliwrath, but the Poliwrath has just somehow stayed in this.
Well, I mean, it's tough, and it doesn't have that many weaknesses, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's what lead needs to be. Something with Aerolace and Blizzard.
Personally, I'm hoping for an explosion lead.
Well, that'd be easy. Just switch out.
Yes. It would. But it'd be a rude surprise. Ooh,
Haze
we
lead?
gotta hope for a Haze lead. Oh no, that's just me. That's just mean. Although I think for Haze, Roar, Whirlwind.
No, that's what it's gonna have. It's gonna have Haze, Explosion, Blizzard, and Aeroblast with 100% accuracy. Let's go.
Well, you know, the Rated and Parasong acts a little bit differently from my experiences. I've told people, I'll be honest, if the lead has Parasong, I'm okay with that. But yeah, Blizzard as a second Pokemon would be kind of scary.
Alright, so Tomcat is working his way towards red right now.
It's gonna be really close. I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised even with +6 attack of Poliwrath not being able to take down stuff.
What could, other than Mewtwo, what could actually be a bad? We haven't seen a single, other than a Zapdos, we really haven't seen legendaries, have we?
Well, I mean, we've seen the Articuno a couple times, but otherwise.
That's what Mewtwo. That's what Red's gonna have. 6 Mewtwo's. If you watch.
So I'm going in the blind, doing the blind. Got a little bit lost, but was able to make it through, no problem. And so now he's saving before red. Very good.
Oh, for people who don't know, Tom has accidentally clicked his own name, which he's named himself Save.
He's done it a couple times. So Persian with Sweet Kiss. Okay. Probably not a problem, although it definitely needs that X speed. Outrage Persian. Alright.
That's outrageous.
I would say that's an outrage. He's doing 3 X speeds.
I still think the cat outspeeds him. That's all the cat has, it seems.
Well, it's locked into it at the moment, yes.
No, he got confused and then went into outrage again.
I mean,
that's actually not going to be that's going to be really bad for Geo. Because he's weak to Blizzard. This is a loser's bracket.
Critical hit! No, Tom! Oof! Oof, that's a nasty critical hit.
Ouch! All that setup.
This is losers round 3.
That is going to be big, though. Like, that crit has now made this be
so now it's literally... Yeah. It's
less than a Pokemon difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eagle is right, though. Because of Outrage, it is still advantage to the Wrath, because the Dragonite needs to kill the Persian without any setup.
Yeah, that's a reasonable request there, T-Pat, but... it's kind of... It's the loser's side of the bracket, but yes.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to hope for a crit or something there at last. Can't set up on that Persian.
I think it can. It's got Moonblast. Or not Moonblast, sorry. No, that would be scary. It's got Moonlight. So...
oh! Down!
Ice Punch hit? No. Ooh.
Yeesh.
Been not very kind to Geos.
So he just needs to kill the... oh, he's gonna use Revive.
Well,
I guess Revive makes sense.
Because Red will not use a full restore on anything but the 81, so it's actually a good move to get it done with now.
What does Poliwrath have as Hypno?
Strength. You don't need anything else.
It didn't die.
Well, Poliwrath, that's the problem with oof. And Geos takes a critical hit. Oof, nasty.
No, this is sad, but I think Tomcat might have this.
I think he does as well.
That crit has just sealed the deal because he got lucky on the Persian.
Yeah.
The champ with cross chop. Wow.
And I think that's the last poke.
I think there was one more, but I could be wrong.
Oh, one more. One more. Right on.
He has Surf still, right?
Yeah.
Then he, I'm pretty sure, wins.
Yeah, that's the last one. And Tom pulls out.
Wow.
Race. Wow.
That was close. But that Dragonite just got...
oof. So that's 228.04 for Tom. Wow. Give both of our races a round of applause though, because this has been doing it. Alright, and we'll bring Tom in for the interview right now. GG Tom.
Oh, thank you.
Wow. That must have been... You said that was intense. Do tell us, what was your thought about that last fight? Because you wiped on the first time and that was...
Well, the red fight wasn't the stressful part, although getting crit kinda sucked. But I felt like my routing was horrible, and then ended up doing 100%, and then, you know, I kinda thought I was losing, and then when you get to red, and you think you're losing, you're like, really suck.
Well, you guys were neck and neck. You did take a little bit less optimal routing than Geos. And your main was slightly less, but you were in the lead a little bit at the beginning because Geos has been running Dragonite, which has been feeling the brunt of Ice Beam and Blizzards the entire RAW.
Yeah, it just never had a break. Rocks, ice, you name it, it was hit by it. It was dumb.
you know, I've seen my fair share of
And-
scary Articunos, so...
So
The
this,
Articuno also have Blizzard.
Yeah, I know. Dude, when I saw the Articuno in Sabrina, I nearly shat myself, dude. I
So-
was like, oh no, it's back.
so yeah, because he struggled a little bit on Morty there, and
Yeah.
all right, and looks like Geos has just finished as well with a 2:30.16.
Ouch. 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Man, all my races are close. Doesn't matter.
Oh,
when I get to-
absolutely.
Oh, yes.
GG Geos.
Oh.
This was an extremely
This
close.
was really close.
I feel like the only thing I did well this race was movement. Everything else was kind of bad. Lots of fight errors, choosing wrong moves, and teaching moves over wrong moves as well. PP management was a bit wonky. I think I got lucky to win this one.
But yeah, that was really close. But you did commit the polygraph mistake. I for one have done that too.
It was a really good early game. Like it crit everything. It was like blazing.
Yeah,
through.
we was like saying that you didn't need high magnitudes because you just crit everything instead.
Well, the two keywords of this ROM were magnitude 4. Wait, there was another one. Well, at least that one. I
You
thought of two
magnitude
while I was
5
playing.
twice.
Oh, at the start, the first two magnitudes were 5s. Yeah.
And they were both crits on that Raichu, which was just silly.
Then I got 2 10s in a row, which was nice. You know, it all evened out.
Yeah. So,
What was the other
I think Geos has declined in the interview, which is totally understandable. With
Yeah.
kind of the frustration and everything going on. But
Yeah.
well done to both of our runners.
Yeah, that was extremely
It was
close.
extremely close. So we'll show off the bracket right now. So with Tom going ahead, he will be facing the winner of Lord Bakura versus Septros, which is going to happen this Thursday. So tune in. That's Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, EDT. And then we have the following matches. We have on Friday. On Friday we have 2 matches. We have in the morning. Well, actually in the afternoon. We have Fian versus Athena scheduled for this Friday at noon Eastern Standard Time. And that'll be the first of winners semifinals. And then at 9 p.m. that evening, we'll have yours truly going against Paradox for another match of losers round 3. Or I guess the elimination bracket round 3.
I think the only reason why you call it the word that we're trying to stay away from is simply because that is what it says on your tracker, sadly.
Well, regardless, this is still a really good match between all of our racers. So Tom, you're going to be facing the winner
really good.
of Lord Bakura and Septros.
Oh, easy.
Right. I feel like we have. Do we have any more questions for Tom? 'Cause-
So, I guess so kind of your overall. I mean, besides the scare at at Morty, we had a couple questions for you. So you named yourself Save, and we noticed that you checked your
Yeah.
a few times.
I think I only did it once.
No, you did it twice. I
Or
saw.
twice. Yeah. It's a little meme,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, sorry. I the second I caught that you named yourself Save, I was like, he's got to do it. He's got to do it.
And so
Yeah,
that was kind of a meme thing. But also, so you taught Fly over Psychic. And then I wasn't sure. Were you considering move to leadering it and teaching
I was
Shadow
actually.
Ball?
I was, because right, like 2 fights before I get Shadow Ball, I teach Fly, and then all of a sudden I get a useful TM.
You also had the
And
opportunity
I was.
to learn Jump Kick, but you declined that. And I think that was a little bit more
Jump
reasonable because you needed the power of Cross Chop.
Jump Kick's doo-doo. I don't want it. I was thinking of going to the move deleter when I was cycling through whatchamacallit, Blackthorn.
Ice Path.
But then I realized I don't know where he is, so I didn't.
He's in one of the houses. I don't know
Yeah,
which
I know
house.
he's at one of the houses, but I ain't gonna check all the houses to get move deleted. I'll take fly, it's fine.
All right, that
But
explains.
I think that was about it. I mean, you stuck with the Polyrath, and I assume you
Yeah.
just stuck with it because it had good enough moves, and you were hoping maybe
Yeah.
to find another main, but weren't counting on it.
Usually when I have a main with decent moves, I'm like it can get through the game. I just stick with it unless I get like an early. Like I tried for the roamer like real quick because we had a master ball.
Mm-hmm.
I like running out the repel there to give it a quick go.
Yeah.
Well,
And
none
that's
of
pretty much
the Romans
the
were
only
big,
thing.
right?
Well, that's pretty much the only thing I considered
Mm-hmm.
because the Snorlax was really late. Unless I did the correct play of going through Rock Tunnel, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And
So
well,
you
then it
had
was a nine
access. There
tilt
was
anyway.
access.
So
So Geos had access to Rock Tunnel through it. But yeah, absolutely. I think you did a really good job. Congrats on making it through another round, and we look
thank you.
forward to seeing you again on racing.
All right.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. Please give both of our runners some love and follow them, and absolutely give some love to my fellow co-commentator, Mr. Tama999.
Yo,
And
sorry I haven't been questioning.
Oh, can I
Oh.
say one more thing?
Sure.
Yo, Mizzle, stay mad, dude.
Uh,
That's it.
But anyways, thank you very much, everyone, and we're gonna cut. We will see you later this week. Bye.